He said he was going to.
Oh, we made an executive decision.
Good executive decision. I like it. I like hearing the music. Is it echoing on your side if you talk, Lee?
No. It's fixed. It's amazing. I'm so happy they updated it, because last week we spent ages mucking around, didn't we, trying to go, is it us? Have we done something wrong?
Yeah.
That was actually a bug.
I'll put your head down a little bit. Like this. Okay, and just do this. Just need to fix that parting of the Red Sea.
There's not much I can do to help with that.
Okay.
So I've been writing policies in Chat GPT.
Ah, so
So
pretty
amazing.
handy.
Handy, use of the word. I just saw someone reply to me saying, I read it as amazing, but it doesn't think that ISO 2702 is amazing. I was like, no, it's not.
That guy that replied to you is a troll. He follows Simone and I and comments a lot on all of our nonsense.
right.
Christian, what's his face?
Yeah.
Christian,
He's
what's his face?
sometimes funny, but sometimes he's just too on the nose.
Oh, okay. I should check this armor. I forgot I was actually going to tweet out 1 minute 53. Oh, there's people in the chat. Hello, people in the chat. Why is people shouting Lee?
Because people can hear us chat.
Yeah, that's okay. That was the idea. We talked last time over the info. Do you not like that? I can get rid of it. I have tweeted out. It's very exciting.
Oh, I do like tweets.
We can take a vote on not talking during the 5 minutes if you want.
I don't know, I quite like,
people
I
out.
like us chatting, but as far as the people listening, I don't know whether they like us chatting.
No, it does.
Noel likes it.
Yep.
Cool. I think executive decision made then.
10 seconds.
I think Noel was saying that
2,
he likes the echo.
1.
Okay.
This is the XboxCast.
Are you ready for the newest news? Because that's not this show. We're doing Game Face. I'm Carl.
Do you know, I
Ali,
was
and
so
Simone.
happy. I've got all the timing down perfectly now, doing everything manually, and then you come up with that as a start. It's like, dude.
Were your jokes feeling a bit lacking today, Kyle?
Well, that's a fantastic joke, and I don't care what anyone says. That is the
amazing.
best way to start off Game Face, is to tell people that they're not here for the news. Is that not right?
Oh, it's funny. It made me laugh.
It did
so
make us
worked.
chuckle. Hopefully, everyone else listening went, oh,
Oh,
chuckled.
everyone just rolls their eyes, I think.
that was good.
So this is Game Face. This is where we're talking about all the games we have sprinkled on our breakfast this past week and other such exciting life stories, since Game Face has now turned into Lee's therapy hour with something.
Oh, nice. You'll be pleased to know I've had power all week.
Oh, that's
Good.
good. Has it been stable?
Yeah, it's been fine. Yeah, no issues at all. Touch wood,
Man.
because, you know, we're in the middle of podcast now, everything will just
Oh,
turn
yeah.
off.
So if we do fall off the podcast, then we know that Lee has lost connection or my laptop has rebooted again.
Oh, yeah, that does that, doesn't it?
It loves it. It loves doing it. So yes, this is Game Face. We're talking all about Friendly Feb. This is the last day of February,
Oh,
guys.
so it is.
Happy 28th.
And the last day of
Oh.
summer, too.
Oh man, we have not had summer here at all. It's been pathetic.
Don't even go there, bro.
I don't know. I think lots of rain is summery.
We had 300 millimeters of rain in 2 hours here. This is not great. Not great for the roads that don't exist anyway.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. So, the last day of Friendly Feb, and the question on everyone's minds is, are you glad it's over? Are you ready to get back to normal gaming? Or are you going to hang out with some more Friendly Febs and make it maybe a friendly March? Or a mates March?
A mate's march?
Only mates March.
Murdering march?
Murdering March? Sounds a whole lot better, yep.
No, I want to play GoldenEye, to be honest.
Oh,
I'm keen to shoot things.
Yeah, shoot things in the face. Although I have a
I was-
confession to make.
Oh, what?
But you continue, Simone. I'll make my confession after you've spoken.
Oh,
what a
well,
tease.
Carl started off the podcast by saying something about this being Lee's therapy session. This is going to turn into Simone's therapy session. I was chatting to Carl this morning before he went off to work, and I said that I've kind of lost interest in gaming. And it occurred to me, I think this happens every February.
Because you're not
Right.
shooting things in the face.
I think so. I think there's less of a hit.
It's a
you know?
restriction, isn't it? I think it's a restriction.
Possibly. I mean, I enjoy them while I'm playing them, but there's no I want to go back. There's no addiction there.
There's no incentive.
Yep.
The
Tony has suggested Murder March, which I think sounds great.
dropped into search that chat as well.
Oh,
Murder
great.
March.
Oh yeah, great.
Brilliant. Yeah. Murder March is
That
always
would
the
be
best
the
event after
perfect
Friendly
tonic
Feb.
for Friendly Feb, wouldn't it? Murder March.
Yeah, it would be. You know, the nice palate cleanser.
Yes.
So, March, you only play violent
Nice.
games.
Only shoot things in the face.
If you can't kill someone in March, then you've lost the challenge.
That's right. Yeah, you have to play all games that kill stuff. I love it. That sounds great.
Yeah, it's a good palate cleanser. Friendly Feb and Murder March.
So we'll all play Doom then. I haven't started it yet.
Oh, Doom.
Yeah, yeah. And we can play multiplayer and get some achievements and kill each other, which is always fun.
Chivos.
Doom has multiplayer.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we should
Wait,
play sometime.
Have you completed
Oh.
the one, not the one that's Eternal, but the one before it? Have you completed that one, Carl?
Doom 2016? No, not yet.
No, sames. I started it.
It's so good.
I started it. I can't remember. I started it when it first came out. Because I think I've got it on disc. I think I bought the disc because it's on sale somewhere. I was like, cool, brought the disc, played it, and then that was the last time I looked at it ever.
You know, it's pretty funny. If anyone ever wonders how old Lee is, the fact that he still buys and plays on discs would give everyone a big hint.
There's a big Xbox sale on at the moment.
Ooh.
I've just realized. So this is going to be great.
For
Only
Murder
shooty-
March.
Only shooty games.
Yeah, well, everything. I got a notification because 23 games on my wish list are on sale, and they
Wow.
are all shooty games except Abzu.
Which is the very anti-shooty game.
That's right. We'll keep that for next year.
Atomic Heart, shooting.
Oh man, I cannot wait to jump into Atomic Heart. Gonna be so much fun.
Hogwarts, shooty, or wandy, I guess you could call it.
I think, yeah, the Wandy is a bit different because it's not so much shooty. You can
Well,
only
things
be like,
die.
oh, I made him levitate. Well, yay! Look at me go!
Oh, you
with my
should watch
little
my
stick."
stream then, or maybe I should stream what I actually do.
Actually, Carl, it's more
no-
like pew pew with
That's
fire.
right. You got to flick your wrist.
It's kinda
when you do it. You
cute.
gotta flick.
Oh, yeah, flick the wrist.
It's all in the
pew,
wrist.
Pew, pew, and you levitate, and you turn into a cat, and you have a purple hat.
Oh, you really should watch me fight the goblins and set them all on fire.
It sounds amazing. So, March, not March,
I'm
but
excited.
February
Murder March.
is coming to an end. Yeah, we're now going to jump into some murder games. So, for anyone listening, that kind of puts you into what kind of mind we're in. After February, the shortest month of the year, we can't even not shoot things for like 28 days.
It hurts.
We would rather not play games than not shoot things. That's pretty
Yeah.
unhealthy, I think. That's psychologically unhealthy.
No, because in real life I don't shoot things. So
Well, that's what you say.
in real life
We
I
don't know
don't get
what
caught
to do with your
shooting
23
things. I
hours.
don't get caught shooting things, just say.
Well, I mean, yeah, there we go. You're pretty good at not getting caught.
Isn't that Hitman? Could play Hitman.
Yes.
That's right, sneaky.
Actually, Hitman is completely fine for friendly Feb, right? You don't have to kill anybody.
No, you can knock people out. You make them go to sleep. No, nice.
That's right. Yeah,
It's not
how
kind
nice.
of violent because you are a hit man.
Yeah, but the hitting is optional.
Actually, no, you normally kill one guy.
Yeah,
Who's
he's
the
your
guy
target.
your
You have to
target,
murder
yeah.
him.
You normally kill one person.
Can you organize it so that someone else kills him?
Oh, you can organise it so he gets killed by a candelabra or something. I did that once.
There we
Or
go.
like a boat that accidentally fell off the top of something and hit him. Accidentally, I should say. There's one, the training mission is really cool, and it actually goes through, and there's like 20 different ways of killing the same guy. And you get rewarded for going through all the same job each time. And each time there's a boat that's slightly loose, or there's electrical wiring that can kill him, or you can poison him, and there's all these different ways of killing him. It's a really cool way of teaching you how to play the game. It's really smart. It's a little boat with a party on.
Well, I still think Hitman doesn't count for February.
No, I don't think so. People die.
Yes, people do die. You are a hitman.
It's fine. We don't have to have the argument anymore. It's the 28th of February.
It's
That's
done.
right. There's
We're
actually
done.
only I've got less time than you as well. I've only
Yes.
got like 3.5 hours to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Chomping at the
It's
bit.
almost
not
worth
counting down at
staying
all.
awake just so I can shoot something in the face at 12:01 and then go to bed.
Yeah, you
Just
should.
install GoldenEye, just load up the first mission and shoot one of the guys at the beginning, and then just that's it, mate.
Or just jump into like Gears or something and chainsaw someone in half. You know, the most violent thing you can think of.
Yep. Before
I
bed
was,
tonight.
I was thinking like a subtle like sniper shot. That's all you do. Just one shot in the distance. You like just take one person out and then exit the game. Just
That's a
subtle
good
kind
one.
of Yeah.
But I don't. Why are you fantasizing about this? You've already broken the rules.
I know I broke the rules completely. Yeah, that's my confession. I haven't actually played any friendly games in the last week.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
Oh. So
which is a problem, I guess, for friendly Feb.
it is a problem for friendly
It's
friends.
a bit embarrassing.
It's a bit embarrassing.
How can you expect the community to be on our side?
True.
Got to lead by example.
Don't do as I. Was it don't do as I do as I say? What's the saying? How's the
Yeah.
saying go? Yeah.
Do as I say, not as I
As
do.
Yeah.
Have your cake and eat it. Yes, everyone suffer. You guys play all the friendly games. I'm
Yes.
gonna be over
I'm
here.
gonna go
you know,
and blow up some orcs and goblins and trolls.
suckers. It's amazing. So apart from
That's what,
losing
the
this
chat's,
challenge
the chat's
completely.
really fighty at the moment as well. What's going on with the chat and live chat?
It's a Tuesday night.
It's a Tuesday night. Everyone's a bit feral.
everyone's gone a bit feral. So apart from not adhering to the rules, how have you guys been, Mr. Lee?
Okay, I had a really busy weekend, so I played no games over the weekend. It was really weird. Like, the
It was a
weekend
bit
just
strange.
disappeared. It was
What were you up to?
Friday
Anything
night,
exciting?
and then it was Sunday. I went out on Saturday afternoon. Didn't go out in Napier because Napier's basically broken. Like, there's
Yep.
no restaurants, nothing. Drove to Havelock and went out for dinner and stuff like that. Because it was just, you go out in Napier and you go around town, and the cafes are closing at like 2, or just not opening. No, not interested in opening. Nothing's open. There's a lot of shops still closed. It's very
Man.
weird over here. So I just went, I need to go and actually eat some food. Go out. Yeah. And then Sunday, I worked Sunday afternoon. Upgrading ESX 8. Upgrading to ESX 8.
Man,
Yeah. So the host needed for like 4 reboots, I think, in the end to get it done.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
did you take today off?
No, that doesn't work like that, does it?
Well, yes, it does. You work on the weekend, you take the next day off.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Hmm.
No,
Maybe
it doesn't
you
work
need
like
to sort your life out.
that. I do. Here's my message to you today.
How long did it take you to get to Havelock North?
It's not too bad. It took me normal time. It wasn't too bad at all. It's just
Oh,
a bit.
good.
It's a bit horrific driving over there because you drive through Packaway, which is basically gone. Like it's just mud. There's no shops and stuff. All that's gone. All the vineyards and all the apple places are all just mud. It's just caravans in the middle of the
Yes.
vineyards. It's cars upside down still. And that's like, what's that? 2 weeks later. It's still
Yeah, 2 weeks later.
it's still a
Man.
mess. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a bit of a surprise. And now it takes like an hour in rush hour, at least an hour in rush hour to get back from Napier to Hastings because one of the bridges has been damaged by the railway bridge falling on it, basically. Yeah,
Oh,
railway bridge
wow.
above the road went down and hit the bridge and has damaged it. So it's down to single lane on that bridge now, which is the Clyde Bridge. So there's no access, like the expressway's broken because all the access around the outside of it's broken. Like Longridge is gone. What's it called? No, Brookfields is gone, like the bridge there's gone, so everyone has to go through one way. It's just causing,
Man,
it's just
okay.
drama. It's complete drama. It's a complete nightmare.
Flip.
Yeah.
So is Chili Dogs working from home since it's such a long commute now?
No, she's not. Although she's working different hours now. I think she's going to change her hours.
Oh,
to
yeah.
try and avoid
Okay,
some of
to
the
beat
traffic.
the traffic.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's smart.
yes.
That's a win-win for everybody, really.
Yeah. It's like, did it take you like an hour to get home, Chili? Like on last night, I think it was.
Jeez, that is a long time to.
To drive 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a long time to drive 20 minutes.
Yeah, so it's still.
And
It's,
how
and we
is
had a
Money?
whole bunch of rain last night, which basically broke Taupo to Napier is now broken completely. There's pictures of
Ah,
one of the
certainly.
roads, which was missing a little. Say the road's this wide, it was missing a little bit.
Yep.
Of it. Now there's no road, which is gone.
Whoa, okay.
Right.
Big hole. So now they're going. Oh, that's an issue. We were hoping to have the roads open again at the end of this week.
Jeez, well, good luck with that, I suppose.
Yeah, that's not happening. So it's still. Yeah, it's still, the rain's just insane. When you complain about having no summer this year, no. We had 60% of our rainfall by the time we had that cyclone was 60% of the rainfall. The whole year's worth of rainfall in like 2 months.
Jeez.
So to
That's,
have like then we have a load of rain. We had the rain for the last 2 or 3 days. It's just rained constantly for the last couple of days. Hasn't stopped.
Man, okay. So yeah, it's just a little bit cold over here, so we'll take that.
Yeah, so it's warm. I'm walking around in a t-shirt, but it's just drizzling and raining or heavy rain. So it's just not cold. It's just really wet.
Yep. Everything is moist.
Everything is moist. You normally get the burnt hills in the distance. So as you drive to Napier, around Napier, it's all burnt. It's lovely and green at the moment and lush.
Oh, it feels like Ireland, doesn't it?
Really strange. Yeah, it's like Ireland, basically. We'll start eating potatoes.
And how are you, Simone?
How am I? Oh, we're not even in the games yet.
No.
Yeah, not too bad. Mourning the end of summer, I think. Saturday was the last hot day. So it's okay. Today wasn't cold, but it wasn't hot either. So yeah, just getting used to it now. I really like summer clothes, as you know. And now I have to put on those
now winter's
cold
here.
clothes. Now winter's here.
Winter is here indeed.
Yep.
How sad.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? I didn't come here for the rain. Could have stayed in New Zealand for the rain.
I don't think anyone comes to New Zealand for the rain.
No. Oh well. What do you do? Stay indoors, play games.
Indeed. Or sometimes just leave town altogether and not
Well,
play
there's
games
that.
as Lee does.
Yes. My car's filthy as well, but I can't clean it because we've got water restrictions.
Oh, yep. So there's all this water and not a drop to drink. Is that
That's
how the
right.
saying goes?
Basically, yeah. It's all chemicals. It's lovely.
How's Gisborne?
Gisborne is
Water-wise.
still cut off. It's all cut off. Water-wise
Okay.
is struggling. What are they? I think they fixed the pipe, actually. I think a bunch of Navy divers went and fixed the pipe yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Pretty good going.
So I don't know what that means, whether that's fixed, but they fixed a part of it or all of it, but that was one of the headlines I saw yesterday. Yeah, still cut off. Wairo is still pretty cut off as well. Like, there's no way getting from here to Napier to Wairo. There's no way. There's no road.
Jeez. How are they getting food and stuff down there?
Helicopters for a while.
That's very expensive Maccas.
Exactly, yes. Because I don't even think the road to Taronga, like you go the north way, I don't know if that road's much better. I think that's still broken as well.
Yeah.
There's only 2 roads into Gizzy, so...
What they need to do is they get a big truck full of food and park it as far as they can go,
Yeah.
and then just use drones to kind of ferry it
drones.
onto the other side of the road. You know, drone delivery. We're in the future. Why aren't drones helping out?
I think it's too
Noel
wet for
says
drones.
Uber has gone into the helicopter business.
Exactly, yes.
Uber Eats, just go up onto the roof to make sure you can get your food.
Yeah, catch it as they drop it.
Yeah. Catch the milkshake.
There you go. So the army have gone off-road and been delivering lots of stuff. That's what they've been doing.
Oh,
Those
wow.
Unimog things, those big trucks with big wheels, those are the only things that can get to Gizzy currently.
Oh,
Jeez,
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
that's insane.
It is insane. Yeah, it's nuts.
Oh, well.
Anyway, we should talk about games because that's why people came here, not to hear me
Yeah,
complain.
people did come here to listen about games and not about the fact that Gizzy is still cut off from the rest of the world.
Hawke's Bay's broken. And there's another cyclone blowing into Auckland, supposedly, which is
Oh,
fun.
my word.
It's just
Right.
great.
So if anyone is listening and wants to donate a rowboat to Lee, I think you can use it
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
future.
Oh, man, Barney as well. I mean, Barney
I
is
mean-
one of those waterproof jackets that dogs wear. You know, like a life jacket for
Those
dogs.
life jackets so that the dogs don't sink.
Exactly.
Just give him a little, one of those yellow hats.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like an old fisherman's hat, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, the old fisherman's hat. He can stand in front of the rowboat and you can row him.
Yep.
And you can pretend to be in Sea of Thieves.
That's right, yes.
Just go plunder other people's houses,
Yeah, it's perfect.
steal all their chests.
And pick up Keith's and do some fishing.
Yep, it'll be hilarious. So, with Friendly Feb coming to an end, let us go through our last Friendly Feb games that we have been playing. Now, I only have 2 games, and one of them, someone in our Discord is very excited that I've been playing.
Yes, we've encouraged an American to play an American game.
I know. Who would
Yeah.
have thought?
Exactly, that's hilarious.
So, of course, I'm talking about Madden NFL
Also,
23.
I've only got one game. I've only played one game this week.
Well, we're going to get to you.
I know, I'm just
Mr.
saying.
Google.
No, I'm just
It's
saying.
all
I've
right,
only-
Lee.
I've only just saying
We
got
will
one-
sandwich you.
I've only got
We'll
one
sandwich
game,
you.
that's all. I'm just saying, just to give
I
you
know
an
we're not
idea.
used to being the sandwiches.
Yes, I
but
know.
today's
normally
our-
we do like the...
It's our time.
Exactly.
We are the
It's
bread.
time to shine.
This
What
is
are
our time
you?
to shine.
Are you ham? Or do you want to be the lettuce?
I'd rather be ham than lettuce. No one likes lettuce. Everyone picks the lettuce out, don't they? It just gets a bit soggy. Can I be the bacon? I'll be the bacon.
Well, okay, everybody loves cheese.
Bacon.
Okay,
I want to be bacon.
bacon.
Everyone
No
loves
nutritional value, but tastes delicious.
Bacon. Lovely. Yep.
Lee in a nutshell.
Lovely and salty. There you go.
He has no nutritional value, but he's
Really
delicious and
tasty.
salty.
Well, that's okay then. Kyle can be the buns and I can be the double cheese.
Oh, double cheese and bacon. That sounds good.
That sounds great.
Yeah. You guys, all you listeners are welcome.
You're welcome. We've now made
You're
you
welcome.
hungry.
Thank you.
Okay, go for it,
back to
Kyle.
the-
Madden.
Come on, Carl. Do
games.
it, bro. Come on. Knock us out of your American football and games. Let's-
I'm trying to. Guys keep talking over me. What's going on? Can you hear me? Is my mic working?
Come on, Carl. Can't hear you. Hurry up.
Madden NFL 23. I have yet to get an achievement in this game.
Oh, wow.
It is.
Do you need a
Maybe
hand?
you just need to get better.
Get good, scrub.
The achievements have very strange words that I have no idea what the meaning is.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, you should look them up and
I'm
have
going
a
to do that now as we talk.
have a squiz. But this game is really cool. I'm really enjoying it. I've got sucked into Ultimate Team. I have no idea how Ultimate Team
Don't
works,
play Ultimate Team.
but it's I've been winning. That's the thing. I have been winning in Ultimate Team. Do you know how good it feels to win?
Yeah.
Because see, I've just started, and my team is the dregs, the normal people. My team score, I think, is 66 or 68, because they give you a score out of 100, I assume.
Yeah,
So all
because each
my
of your
peeps-
players is worth points, isn't it?
Yeah, and then they go up. But each of my team is like 68, and then every week there's 4 other teams to play that are in your bracket in inverted commas. And so the closest team to me that's as bad as I am, their rating is 75. So I thought, hey, this is pretty cool. I'm going to play a 75 dude and see what he does.
So,
And-
sorry, what level are you?
66 is my team rating.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, yep.
Playing a 75 dude. And bada bing, bada boom, I won. I beat him.
Bada
Hey.
bing, bada boom.
Yeah, just like that. It was really nice. The problem
So
I
now,
have with
so now
NFL,
you've gone a gangster on us.
indeed.
It's quite
Well, I mean,
Italian.
the music in NFL is all this rap,
Oh, of
hip hop,
course it is. Yeah,
gangster stuff. So when you play, you're like a gangster, yeah, and other such nonsense.
Yep.
But so I beat him, and I thought I was really good. But the problem with Madden is that I don't know how the defense works. So when it comes to defense plays, I just let the computer play. Put the controller down, just watch.
Oh, so
Because I have no idea. I choose the play. I'm like, you guys go over here, and this blue cloud goes to the left, and this green cloud needs to come to the right. And then
Wait,
things happen.
did you say cloud or clown?
Cloud.
Cloud.
Because
Okay.
in the play, it's got a green circle with like an arrow pointing in or out of it, and then a blue circle with an arrow pointing in or out of it, and then red arrows just pointing in general directions. And so you choose a play, I don't know, and then I just sit and watch the computer. And for some reason, the computer's detected that I don't do much.
don't know what
So
you're doing.
it always puts me as the player in control and one of the dudes on the far side of the field at the back.
So
So normally
Sounds like cricket, Kyle.
the defense play that I normally do is I watch my team make an awesome defense play and stop the ball from moving forward, and my dude in the back leaps into the air and tackles no one on the touchline because there's no one around him and it's the only button I know to push.
Oh,
So the whistle goes, I leap to the
okay.
left, tackle the ground.
So the idea of defense is actually you can attack. You can try and take out the quarterback, the other person's quarterback.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
That's the plays I try to get the computer to do. But there's so many arrows, and it only gives you like 15 or 20 seconds to decide between each play. So you under pressure, and you're just like, what's the most colorful, the most red arrows? I'll select that.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
But I win.
You won, not win. You won one or more than one now? Are you multiple winners?
I've won more than one.
Oh,
So
okay.
that was the first game I won. I thought I was pretty good. And then you start getting cards so that you can upgrade your players and you can swap new players in and out. And you can name your team. So I've named my Kansas City Chiefs. I've changed their name to the Wallabies.
Okay.
cool.
So it's pretty funny because in the game they announce Kansas City Chiefs and all that. And then at the end of the game, it's like Wallabies have won.
Have you got yourself in gold as well? Have you
In
changed
gold?
the colour
Yeah.
of your
Do you
kit?
get to choose your kit?
You have to buy cards to change your kit colors.
Because
Okay.
also the stadium is that you can get different stadiums on different cards and stuff.
Yeah,
Can't you?
you get different stadiums. You can change. You get cards to change the look of your coach,
Yep.
the guy on the sidelines.
So that's
who
the same as
yelled at
FIFA.
both
That's
things.
exactly what you do in FIFA.
Yeah, so it's
because you can change like the chants in the stadium and all sorts of stuff from different cards. There's all sorts of things you can do on the
Yeah.
football one. You can do all sorts of things.
it's very
So,
cool.
Kyle, forgive me if I missed this, but when you won your first Ultimate Team match, what did
Mhm.
you get?
You get coins to spend on more cards, and then you go up a level, and you can earn extra cards to put into your Ultimate Team. So you get extra players, you get extra kit, you get extra certain things depending on how you've won and what challenges you've done. They give you like a star rating or something. So
Okay, so each time you win, do you get some free cards?
I've won 3 times now, and I think I've gotten cards twice. The
You get,
the
so you
third
normally
time
get
I won, I
cards in
don't
football for doing like 50 passes or 20 goals and stuff like that. So normally it's like a
Oh.
target. If you hit the target, you get some free bonus booster packs,
Yeah,
basically.
that seems to be what it's like.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's the same as FIFA. Yeah.
but it's amazing. And so I thought, well, I've won on the 75 rated team, and I'm pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm going to go play the 78 rated team with my 66 rated team. And the best thing about this 78 team was the guys, whenever they kicked, they were useless. It was so funny. They would kick, my guy would catch it, and then I would run from my touchdown line all the way and score a touchdown each time they kicked.
That's
Wow.
terrible. Okay.
And I was like, how the heck is this team so highly rated? Or even though it's not, it's kind of still noob rated, you know? But
Yeah, sure.
But how cool is that? And I scored about 3 touchdowns in the first quarter before I was like, maybe I should give these guys a chance and maybe fumble the ball. But man, it was funny.
So you've won 3 now, but your score hasn't gone up.
No, because the score is tied to the players and you get
Okay.
Yeah, it's
cards.
the average of your players' points.
Yeah.
And you haven't bought any new players yet.
I bought some, but I don't know how you swap them out or how you know which are defenders or attackers.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I got this really cool purple card that is a 90-something rated player. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to put him in my team. And so I put him in the attackers. And then when I went to the defending team, I tried to put him back into the defending team. And it says, no, he's currently being used. So I was like, wait, I can choose the same card for attackers and defenders. The game doesn't say this is an attacker, this is a defender, this is
It's
a
called
kicker. etc.
offense and defense.
That's yep, words, sports words. that
Oh,
happen.
but speaking of sports words, we learnt what RAC stands for.
Yes, we did.
Oh, what does
Thanks
that
to
stand for?
Lone Start Aga.
What does it stand for?
It stands for run and catch, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
Was it, Carl?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So where you receive a catches the ball and keeps running.
Yes, so basically
Well-
you're going to run and catch.
Okay.
It has to be in that order. So you're doing the running
Yeah, so
first,
the receiver normally
and
is
then
wide.
you're doing the
Normally
catching.
have wide receivers or something like that, and they
Yeah.
run down the line. The quarterback throws the ball to them. And they'll catch it, and then they'll keep running and get a touchdown. Or
No, that's catch and run, Lee. This is run and catch.
run and catch. Oh,
That's what I'm saying. You're doing the running first, and then you're doing the
is
catching.
that the quarterback running and then throwing the ball?
No, it's just to gain ground from what I understand. You run, you catch, you drop.
So maybe you do a low pass off to your guy here, whatever he was called. There's 2 guys
Yeah.
at the back, the guy next to the quarterback. You might just throw it
Yep.
off to him, and then he runs. Maybe it's that.
And then he runs just to gain some ground, some territory. But yeah. But apart from that, Ultimate Team is pretty fun. I have no idea what I'm doing. Whenever I'm playing offense, thanks to you, I seem to do a really good job. Maybe because I'm just playing against other noobs. But when it comes to defense, the computer plays, and my guy in the background just tackles the air.
Guys. And Carl, you need to actually send us a clip of you running and catching the air.
Okay,
Um,
I get one.
But while you were chatting, I was just double checking. I'm sorry, it's to run after catch, which makes
Yeah,
no
run
sense.
after catch. Yeah, that's right. That's what he said in chat. Which
Makes
is
sense, yep.
catching the ball and then running. Yeah, the receiver would do something like that.
Yeah. I suppose rack sounds better than car, catch and run.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
So-
catch and run. Yeah, running.
Oh,
catch
catch and run
doesn't-
makes
running
perfect
catch
sense.
doesn't make any sense as running catch. Because you wouldn't run and then catch it. Because
Well, you're always running and catching it,
no,
aren't
the
you?
quarterback isn't.
Yes.
He's always he gets the ball and throws
The
it.
quarterback.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
guy who controls it all. But he would never run it and then catch it.
That's right, but you're always sending the instructions to the catcher. Anyway, doesn't
in the
matter.
game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Anyway,
Yes.
so
Yes. So you should download Madden and you should play it.
I should do. We can play against each
It's-
other or with each
It's
other,
very,
maybe.
very fun.
Because I might be able to suss out the plays and explain the plays to you then a bit.
Yeah. When you said wide receivers, I was like, yes, they're called wide receivers
Because they
because
run
on the
down the
field
outside.
there's a big WR above their name.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm sure this game has taught me what WR means, but I just cannot remember.
See, what's funny is it's coming back vaguely. This is so many years ago. I was even talking to Lone Star Igo about it. And I was like, it actually was coming back to me as I was talking to him. I was like, that's right. That's how this game works. So
Right, and that's because you used to play Madden.
I used to play Madden many years ago and used to watch American football as well.
So yeah,
You-
you'd understand how it works.
Why in the UK would you care about American football?
I just got into it. I think I said like it used to be on at about
Oh,
11
yeah.
at night on Channel 4,
That's
which is
right.
like the quiet channel that kind of weird stuff's on. I'd go
Yeah.
to bed, couldn't sleep, and just flick on the TV, and American football's on. I was like, oh, I'll just sit and watch it.
Okay.
And it's interesting because once you suss out the rules, they're actually trying to work out the plays. It's actually quite interesting. And then you play on a computer and you understand the plays a little bit, so you can kind of go, I see that when you're in this, Hail Marys are good when you're in a bit of trouble. You want to get the ball down the end. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. And like kicking on the fourth try, kicking on the fourth, going for field goals and stuff like that. Yeah, because you don't always throw it when you're at offense. Sometimes you kick it if you're running out of tries. What do you call them? Downs. Running out of downs.
What is a down?
Well, there's 4 downs. You have 4 downs to get 10 yards. 10 meters, sorry. So the idea is you go 10 meters forward every time. Once you go 10 meters, it resets your downs to 1. And you get 4 goes to go forward 10 meters again.
So what is a first and down?
First down is when you get the ball and move forward a couple of yards. You've only gone down once. So you don't make the full 10 meters. You made it a couple of meters.
Okay.
And it's a down. Or you don't make any distance whatsoever. Like the ball goes on the floor or is a failed throw or something. Then you just go reset back to where you were.
Because one of the games I was playing, I had a 12 and third.
Yeah, so you were you had actually gone back 2 meters. Because normally it's 10 meters, but you've gone back 2, so it makes you 12. And it's the third try out of 4
Oh,
to actually get the
sense.
ball forward 10 meters. That's what it's for.
Because suddenly the numbers were just going.
Yeah,
they
no, that's
weren't
bad.
going
That's when you were
in
being sacked,
logical
yeah? You were
sense.
getting taken out all the time? Where the
Yeah,
defense
yeah.
coming
As soon
through
as the
and
ball
getting
came
you.
to me, my poor quarterback just got pounded.
Yeah, so that was it. Because your ball goes back when you throw it. You start on the touchdown. What is it called? I can't the down line, whatever it's called. There's a line there which starts at 10 meters. So that's where your guy starts to throw the ball back to you. So you're immediately going back a few meters to catch the ball. So if you get tackled, you're backwards, like you're in trouble. So you should have 2 guys stood next to you protecting you and watching the guys come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not very good sometimes.
No, not very good sometimes. All the other teams. So that's what you should be doing on defense. You should be doing that. You should be playing one of the guys to attack the quarterback. Because it's way more fun to do that and try and take the quarterback than it is to stand at the back jumping, being a fairy.
Just leaping to the side.
Because you can do it doesn't really matter if you don't get there because you're doing something useful. You're like just getting there to try and attack it. It's fun trying to break tackles and stuff. Yeah.
But the AR was so good. My team was so good that when I was playing against the other guy, his team, his quarterback kept freaking out and throwing the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, that's
and
right. To
missing
reset
throws.
against, he's going to get tackled. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought, man, these guys are pretty good. I'm just in the background leaping at nothing. And the AR is busy making sure he fumbles the ball quite often.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
thought,
because the ball goes dead. That means he can't go back because the ball's dead. So it just resets back to
Yep.
the first down spot. Although you lose your first downs. Because on the 4th down, you don't normally run the 4th down. You normally kick it, or kick a field goal, or kick the ball down the other end. Did you not do that? Did you just keep trying running it each time?
Yeah, I like running. It's fun.
Yeah, okay. But the problem is if you don't make it, then you lose the ball and it's a turnover, and then they take over from the spot you were, which could be in your half, really. It could be anywhere.
It could be, but then you just sit and watch the computer play for you.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So then you can't actually blame anyone for if they score a try.
Oh, right. It's not your fault because you weren't there.
Yeah, exactly. But I thought I was pretty good catching the ball and running all the way from my touchdown line all the way.
That is quite cool for kickoff, yeah. That's very cool.
And it was quite funny because instead of finding the button to throw the ball away, like I did last week, this week...
Look at you
I
using
found
more
the
than one button.
Yeah, I found the button to either drop or sit or something. So you obviously catch it and you sit down or you drop so that you've gained some ground
Yes,
without
that's
getting
right.
the bad tackles.
Yeah. That's
And
right.
it was pretty funny. I caught the ball, ran all the way to their touchdown, and just before I got to the touchdown line, I pushed the button and the guy sat down on the ground.
Oh
And
no!
it was only because the other player ran into me and knocked
you
me
got a
over
touchdown.
the thing. I got a touchdown.
Oh, why aren't you recording these?
Oh, because at the time, I was like, what the heck is this stupid guy doing? Why is he sitting down? There's no one around him. He's gotten within, 2 steps of getting a touchdown and he just sits down on the ground.
Oh,
And then the
that's
guy runs
funny.
into me and knocks me over and I get a touchdown anyway. And then the guy stands up and does his dance, and the music goes and he's doing his look at me flexing dance and the whole team is celebrating around him. I was like, don't celebrate. That was pathetic.
Uh,
Doing.
a win's a win.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty
Wins a
funny.
win. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, Madden, I'm enjoying it. I have no idea what's going on. Need someone to teach me,
I
but it's...
think I need to jump in. I'm sure we can do, if it's like FIFA, you can do both on the same side.
Yeah. We can do Ultimate Team and we can play together against
No,
another
let's not do
Ultimate
Ultimate Team. Let's just be like, New York Giants or something, or Dolphins or something. Just like, that should be a team. All the Chiefs, do something like that and actually be a team and play. Because the team would be more balanced as well, because it's actually a proper team. It's quite balanced then.
Yeah, that'll be a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Let's be the Chiefs rather than the Dolphins, because I think the Dolphins are pretty useless.
Yeah. But if you're playing against rubbish AI, it's really funny to beat them.
Actually, we should ask Lone Star Tiger what the most useless team is, and then when we play together, we can start as the most useless team and take them to Super Bowl champions.
Yes, exactly.
That'll be great. That'll be pretty funny.
Okay.
But yeah, Madden. Have you looked up the achievements for it?
I was looking actually. Yes, I can
they
do a
are
change
all-
over to screen and show people, but it's our old school one because I'm still waiting for Kyle. Come on, Kyle. Still waiting for you to do the new layouts. So,
Yep.
So gain yards while using a celebration loco over the course of a single game. I'm guessing
What
the
does
celebration
even
loco is a
mean?
play. I'm not sure what it is. No, it is 10 yards. It's not 10. It's 10 yards. Yeah. So gain yards means go forward from the start point, whatever it's called. I can't remember the name of it. It's really annoying. Throw a pass in touchdown TD using the low throw mechanic. That's really easy, surely.
What is a low throw?
I don't know, but it must be a button. It must be a low throw mechanic. It's a button, isn't it? It's just a way of throwing the ball.
Yeah, it must be. But I mean, it's pretty funny if you like.
You
what
go
is a low
that,
throw?
you go to throw it with your arm, and then you probably just don't do it, and then you just kind of slide it under.
So
Oh.
it's like you fake.
Yeah, I reckon that's what
Oh,
it
yeah.
would be, yeah.
I've done a couple fakes in my time.
I'm sure you have.
Like,
Are you talking
I
about
chose a play where there's a fake and I don't understand what's going on, and then I get knocked backwards.
Oh, nice. Oh, it's because that's a fake. That's when you pretend to pass it to someone who runs past you, and then you throw it long
Yes.
to the receiver. That's probably what that is.
Or for some reason you fake it where you're supposed to, where you pass it to the person who runs in front of you, and then for some reason your quarterback just decides to run straight into the crowd of where all the other people
Oh,
are,
that's good.
which I think is great fun because that always pushes me back.
Yeah,
I don't know
no,
why they
no,
decide to
quarterbacks are
run
not
that way.
Designed to do that. They're normally the smallest guy on the pitch.
Yeah.
Win 3 presses in a single game with the same quarterback, I guess. Oh no, so it'll be something like that. It'll be like it'll be one of the backs. A press? No, not interested. Relocate the team. Come on, how hard that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Create a league with Play Now Live. There's a whole bunch of it quite easy. Win a head-to-head game, online, or we could do that when we play each other.
Cool. Complete a fantasy draft.
Yeah, not
That'll
very
be-
good.
Guys, I'm falling asleep here.
I know, I'm trying to
Okay.
find the ones that are fun, but they're not reach max level for stuff. There's actually hardly any achievements in this game. 23.
Okay, well,
Draft a
That's
rookie
Madden.
with a hidden dev trait.
interesting. Well, yeah, that's Madden. I'm quite excited. I quite enjoy playing it because I'm winning. I've no idea how I'm winning or what's going on, but it's pretty funny to watch me dive off into the background whenever the AI is taking over.
Yeah, I'll just have to imagine it, I suppose.
I'll take a recording next time. It's super funny.
I'll stream it. When we play, I'll stream it.
Yep, that
Cool.
sounds fantastic.
That sounds great.
We can commentate over the top of it how bad we are at the game.
I love it. All right, over to you, Simone.
Okay, right, cheese time.
Oh, I do like cheese.
I like bacon.
So, I started Frostpunk.
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
It's not as hard as Kyle says it is.
oh, what? It is super hard.
So, in Kyle's stories, he's often being forced to make difficult decisions.
That's right.
That's right. Now, you don't have to be forced into those positions. If you make difficult decisions as you are able to, because there's a timer, then you're not forced to have to make them at times that don't suit you. So, found that out the easy way, which is quite nice. So, for example, you can choose to put your people on rations as every day and a half, you can make a new law or a new rule. Now, if you don't make any for a while, you're forced to make a new one.
Oh, that's how
And-
it works.
A lot of the time, when you're forced to make one, it's at a really bad time. You know, you can't fulfill the promises
That's
that you're
why
going
you've
to
been
try.
pushing off making the law in the first place, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I've actually got to do something now.
Possibly, but it's so much better to make the law soon and when you can and are able.
So I just want
Another
to say, so are we discovering that Carl doesn't know how to play games? Is that what's happening?
Why is this news?
perhaps I don't know because the tutorial was pretty. It wasn't tedious
Did you
from
play
what
the
I
tutorial?
recall,
Carl?
and Did you not?
I did. I think I played the tutorial. I'm pretty sure I must have.
Um, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes time, when the ticker is finished with the law and you have an opportunity to make another one, it tells you. It's like, oh, you can make a new law now if you want to. So, Carl, though, has he been
Is there
ignoring
clothes
them?
that you can buy in this game? Is Carl been distracted by clothes that you can buy, like new shoes and hats and stuff like that? No?
No, there's no clothes.
No, just sad beige clothing.
Beige.
Yes. Sad
that's
beige
nothing
clothing
to
for
be excited
sad
about.
beige children.
Starving.
So that's tip number 1 is make laws as they become available. Don't be forced into a tricky situation.
Okay.
The other thing is during the daytime, so long as it's above 40 minus 40, you don't need to have the generator on. So you can save coal during the daylight hours. And when it gets to 7 p.m. or something, you put it on. So it runs through the night.
Did you do that, Carl?
Yeah, but I've always been getting more coal than I need, so I've just kept the generator on. Otherwise, people get sad during the day.
As long as it's above minus 40, there's no danger of frostbite while people are out in the snow working. So as long as you turn it on by nighttime, they don't get sad, which is great. And Kyle, I wonder if you're gathering enough wood, because you must have wood to use technology, to research technology.
Yeah.
So
My problem is, I don't prioritize wood gathering
yeah,
as much as I prioritize coal gathering, and so I end up with not much wood.
Is that
That's right.
Is that a new podcast title though? Carl needs wood.
Oh, there we go. So those are my 2 tips. Give it another go, Carl.
Is this
fun.
the one that includes the DLC and stuff, or is this just because there's a whole bunch of DLC came out for it, didn't it? Didn't it get an update or something happened to it, or am I dreaming?
You're not thinking of City Skylines, are you?
No, I thought
Frostpunk is getting a sequel.
Yeah, Frostpunk's getting a sequel, but there is a one with a lot of DLC all attached to it, and I think you could buy it for like $11
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, it wasn't completely mad.
on one of the specials. Because I remember using my Microsoft money, and it was about 10 Australian dollars, and I ended up with the whole collection, all the DLC, all the extra packs. And I really wish they would Series X it up.
Series X set up.
That's right. Kyle started it on the console recently.
Yes.
And how were the controls, my love?
The controls on the console are actually pretty good, pretty decent. They're not terrible, which you think they would be. I quite like, on the console, you get a nice radial menu. So if you ever use OneNote on Windows 8, how it was trying to pioneer the radial menu, Frostpunk does that really well.
That's really cool. I was watching you play on console, and I was surprised by how good.
Isn't that how
seemed.
AOE 2 is doing it? Sorry, Age of Empires 2 is doing it with a radio menu.
Is
menu.
it?
Yeah, I think there's a spinny menu in the middle that comes up, and you kind of go up, down, left, right to get stuff.
That's interesting because City Skylines doesn't have a radial menu.
It does kinda, but only for informational.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's my 2 cents. I want to say I've gotten pretty far in Frostpunk. In the map I'm playing, it's still kind of the tutorial map. So you have to get to day 30 or 40 before you're allowed to play other scenarios.
Oh.
And I haven't quite got there yet.
Yeah, then I am in the tutorial. The tutorial is the one that keeps kicking me out.
That's right. That's right. So you need to have enough hope stored up in a way, because day 15 or whatever, a straggler from a city we've been trying to find comes in, and he's just like, don't even try, everything is hopeless. And your hope plummets. You have to have a certain amount there for it to plummet too, and you can stay alive. So, but you know, I think the scenario is made for replaying because you don't know he's going to come. And second time round, you know he's coming, so you know to get your hope up as much as possible so that you can survive his arrival. Yeah.
Man,
Are you enjoying it? Is it fun? Is it
I
kind
love
of
it.
challenging fun? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
what do
It's
you like
very
about
challenging. Say again, Carl?
it? What do you like about it?
I like that I'm good at it. I think I went in thinking it was really hard. And so when I found out that it's not terrible, then I got like an ego boost and I'm thinking, I'm pretty good at this. I could last for a
I
while.
can't wait to tell Kyle on the podcast.
I can't wait to tell Kyle.
Can't wait to tell Carl I'm better than him at this game.
Yeah, I suppose it's the opposite of coming into a game thinking it's going to be easy and getting disheartened because it's difficult. I have the opposite problem. So yeah, that's probably why I'm enjoying it, because it's not as hard as I
Carl put
thought.
me off as well, saying how hard it was, and I was like, I don't want to play a game that's that hard, so I just didn't bother. Pretty.
Do you like those kind of games though?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Give it a go. Then I think you'll really like it.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I played hours in that stupid tower building game. Like I like those sorts of resource management games and stuff like that. It's fun.
Which tower building game is
That
that?
stupid one that was kind of like a side-on view. I was playing for hours. I streamed the
Fortnite?
whole thing. No, it's a tower, actual side view. It's like playing on it's like a mobile phone game almost, but it was on the Xbox. And it was a random Games for Gold game that came up.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I believe you, though.
I streamed it for hours.
It's
and people
nothing
were
like that.
logging in. Yeah, but it's resource management, isn't it? It's resource management. It's kind of dealing with random stuff happening, and you've got to kind of keep everything going.
Okay.
Obviously, it's
Okay.
cold and deaf more than kind of building things, but you know, it's still like resource management stuff, isn't it?
It's not the 2D Minecraft. What is it? It starts with a T.
Terraria?
Terraria.
No, not at all. No, it's just a map
okay.
tower. It's just, but it's resource management. What I'm saying is, I like the resource management side of it. Like, I enjoy that kind of balancing things and keeping things going and stuff like that.
You'll really like Frostpunk.
Okay.
Or you could wait for the sequel, but I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Why not do it
it's
now?
on Game Pass, isn't it? So.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass, and if you want the deluxe edition, it's often very cheap. $10 just under.
Oh yeah. After I've beaten you at NFL, Madden NFL 23, maybe I'll jump into it.
There you go. Scratch each other's back.
Yep, there we go. So yeah, you help me with Madden, and I'll tell you what not to do for Frostpunk.
Yeah, I'll listen to Simone for Frostpunk, yeah. Or maybe I'll just watch the tutorial and follow the tutorial. Maybe I should do that.
Huh, that would be pretty useful, actually. Maybe I should pull up a tutorial for Madden, and it can teach me how to play.
Didn't you say you did, though, and it kind of just assumed that you knew stuff?
Yeah, it does. It just assumes you know everything about American football, and you've played every Madden up until this one.
Just another 2 minutes on why Frostpunk is great. Although the synopsis, for those that don't know, London has fallen basically because of intense snow. We're basically going through a second ice age. And so you've struck out on your own and you've created a little community. You've got a big generator that keeps everybody warm, and you've got to try and survive as long as possible. I think you're trying to find a rumored city somewhere off. So part of what you're doing is scouting places and trying to find evidence.
Weren't you sending people out that were dying all the time, Carl? Wasn't that one of the things? And the people weren't very happy about it.
I'm trying to think. People just weren't happy with me at all.
Okay. Just didn't like you.
So yeah, but what I like about it is, although the situation you're in is dire, everything feels achievable. So for example, you will get people who become sick and have to get limbs amputated. So they're still alive, but they're unable to work. Now, as you progress, you can develop the technology to give them prosthetics, which is really cool. So every hiccup you face, there's a solution to, if you choose to just focus on that path.
Yeah, but you say everything's achievable, but it's not really, because one of the decisions you have to make is, do the children go to work or do they not go to work? I mean, that's a hard decision, because you want more hands on deck. You need more help always, because you're always running out of people. But I mean, sending the children to work, that seems a bit mean.
Well, that's the thing. So you don't have to send them to work. And another way you gain people is by scouting around and discovering stragglers.
Yeah, but what happens if your scout people enter a polar bear tent thing and get attacked and killed?
I haven't had that happen. Has it happened to you?
Yes. I
Oh,
was looking
no.
for survivors, and there were survivors in a cave, and there was a polar bear wandering up and down outside the front of the cave. And one of the options are you could leave, and it says in brackets like the survivors might die. And then the other options is you could attack the polar bear, and it's in brackets you may end up with more survivors to send home or something. So I was like, hell yeah, attack the polar bear. No, it wiped out everyone, including the people I found.
Okay. Sounds like you've had some bad luck.
Yeah, maybe the game is like, let's make it hard for Kyle, but easy for Simone.
Yeah,
And
well, you know,
Kyle.
you know how these management games work. I mean, I was getting to the point where I had a lot of people coming in and not enough food.
Oh, yes.
And I presume you never had a problem with food. I'm always having a problem with food. So, yeah. Anyway.
It is a problem.
Do you cook the kids? Is that how you get around the problem of food? Rather than some nuts to work, you just cook them?
They're not good for anything. They never grow up.
Well, there you go. So cook them.
I think so. I think that's a great idea.
Well, I mean, look, then it's an extra hard decision. You could send the kids to work and you could get more hands to help out, or you could cook the kids and then you get more food. So,
yeah.
And heat.
What do you do?
And heat. While you're cooking them, they heat up. So you get heat as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So,
one of the things I'm finding difficult is where you decide to place things on the map. So everything works from the generator outwards. So you're essentially making a circle. Some type of buildings need more warmth than others. And once they're down, they're kind of down. You can't relocate things. You demolish it and then you rebuild it somewhere else. So, which is not too unusual for other games of that kind, but it's not worth it. You have so few resources. It's no Age of Empires with pepperoni pizza, you know.
Yeah.
Always like my pepperoni pizza.
Finding cheats is hard for this game. So yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's Frostpunk.
So is that
I love it.
Friendly Fab game?
Yes.
Okay.
Kyle says no.
Yeah, what makes it a friendly fab game? Because
what makes it not a friendly fab game?
Yeah,
I'm keeping everybody alive.
Yeah, you don't try and kill people. That's what makes it.
I'm not killing anybody. If anybody dies, it's usually me because they've banished me. But I'm not out there committing suicide. So it's friendly. Yep.
I disagree.
You're doing your best to make the world a better place.
You are killing wood and coal, though. Does that count?
It's not a lively. I mean, it once was.
It's actually wood growing, so...
Sometimes people die, and then you have to make decisions about whether you just chuck them in the snow or build a cemetery.
Oh, speaking of, there's a very interesting little anecdote in Frostpunk. When I decided to... So people like cemeteries, which is good. It means there's no dead bodies on the street. However, later on, I introduced a law which was an hour of mourning. So, or celebration, some kind of funeral-like event that happened on a semi-regular basis. And when I introduced this law, people are like, why do we need this? This is a waste of time. We should be working. And I thought, thought you guys would like to have a party. My bad. But the law's there now. You can't undo them. So
that's really bizarre. Okay.
Yeah,
I was expecting morale boosting, wouldn't you?
That's right. Speaking of morale, one of my favorite features of the game, a law that you can pass, are fighting arenas.
Oh, what?
So
is that for the kids?
No, but fighting arenas only do good so long as you have the resources to build them. So after hours, after a good day's work, people like to hang out.
Swing out.
It's kind of like the Colosseum. Sorry, Lee.
People like to beat the out of each other.
Absolutely. So, and they also like watching it. The only downside is every now and then someone will die because of the fighting, but it's only one person. But it boosts morale incredibly. People love it. So they've finished a hard day's work. They chill out. They go to the fighting arena and watch their mate fight another mate. They love it. It's great.
Oh my word! I don't know whether I feel okay about that. That's not friendly Feb at all.
She's
No
not
one
fighting,
goes out.
though. She's not fighting, though. Not
Yeah,
killing
I'm
anyone
not fighting.
directly. Not
I'm
fight,
giving
you're
the
not,
people what they want.
They just want to fight, that's all. It's not,
That's right.
wanna
It's
fight.
you're keeping them happy. That's
they're
friendly.
getting all their angst out, Kyle. It's good for them.
Oh, it's funny. Okay, we'll put this to the community. We'll let the Discord peeps decide
A hugging
whether
arena, maybe.
Frostpunk is a friendly Feb game or not.
Actually, it doesn't matter. It's the 28th of February. We're finished. But try out Frostpunk if you haven't given it a go. Play for 20 minutes and you'll know whether you're enjoying it or not. And in
very
regards to
good
the
game.
fighting arena, sorry, my love.
I was just going to say it's a very good game, so everyone should try it.
It really is, and it's free. It's on Game Pass. Speaking about the the fighting arena, Emily has suggested you build a hugging arena, which I think sounds lovely.
It's a lot better in the cold to have a hugging arena than a fighting arena, because everyone can get together and share body warmth after a hard day's work.
Okay, hear me out.
Yep.
It's freezing cold, yeah, but
Yep.
if you're fighting, you're getting warm. It's the only time you're ever going to see a man with a shirt off.
I would prefer a hugging arena personally.
Fine, to each their own.
Uh,
Maybe we'll have a midwinter Olympics.
Mr. Lee, you are now the bacon of the sandwich. It
Yes.
is now up to
Come
you.
and taste my salt. Don't know if that's
No,
right.
no, I think we should cut
That
that
was
in
bad.
post.
Yeah, sorry. I apologise for that. Yes, I've been playing a game called Hogwarts Legacy.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, just a small little
so-
indie.
So friendly of you.
Yes. So what I've decided is I was doing the main story and quite happily chugging along main because there's loads of little side quests, but the main story is ticking over. It's big yellow kind of missions that you pick up. And then I got to a point where I was going to go and do there's a whole bunch of trials that you do. I was about to do my first trial, which to me felt like it was a big turning point in the game because you're getting quite powerful. So I stopped doing the stopped all the main missions and decided to do did lots of exploring. So there's flu points. So I thought, right, because these are the fast travel, I thought it might be quite cool to get all of those done. So then if I get a mission somewhere, I don't have to go and walk all the way to the other side. I can actually just go, so I've already got this travel. But the problem is I spent one session like 3 hours maybe. And say the map's, I don't know, the size of my table or the size of a kitchen table. I've done like the top corner. It took me like 3 hours to do the top corner. Because there's just stuff everywhere. It's insane. There's all these little like puzzles and people to talk to and random trolls and random goblins and stuff because there's lots of stuff of like I got yesterday I was talking to Kingsman yesterday. He's like, there's a really cool hat. I posted it in Discord actually. There's a really cool troll hat that you get if you get rid of a troll. I thought, oh yeah, that sounds fun.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, the troll hat. It looks really cool. I really like it. It's like a big top hat, but it's like I think it's purple maybe or like a grey colour or something.
Yep.
Yeah. He's like, so what you have to do is go over here, talk to this guy here. Actually, he was very flaky. He said, yeah, go to this village and find the mission. But he would tell me nothing about the mission. He said, but you get a really cool hat at the end of it. I was like, okay, cool. So I went over and found a random person. There's only 2 people giving out missions. I picked the one with the mission. And she was like, oh, I was trying to train a troll. And you can't train trolls. They're not very good. They don't listen. It's like,
Makes
no.
sense.
Yeah, no, they're not very good, no. And now the villagers are all really annoyed with me because I've got this troll loose on this field and it just keeps killing them. So it's not great. Can you go over there and sort it out? Oh, yeah, sweet, So I walked around the corner. I'm level 20. This level's 25 trolls there. I was like, oh, this could be interesting. And I literally went through 12 healing potions and my health was down to the very, very, like, one more, like, a fly hits me and I die level. And I managed to take him out first go, but it was lots of rolling and dodging and dodging and dodging and shooting quickly and then running away again and lots of this. But I did it, I got my hat. But that was like a 20-minute fight because it was so hard. I was like running around like a lunatic trying to stay alive and...
Oh, that's funny.
It's so cool, yeah.
I have a question. Are you always wearing your long cape?
Uh,
or do you sometimes not have it on?
No, you do always wear a long cape. You can change your cape for other stuff.
Okay.
There's different
Like
coloured
what?
capes. There's different coloured, there's different styles. There's one that looks like a Superman
Okay.
cape I've got, which isn't a full one. It's just literally like a piece of material going on your back, like Superman has. No? Why is that confusing to you?
Okay.
Most of them wrap
Oh,
around
so
you
it's
like
no
a
sleeves?
jacket. No sleeves. No,
Yep,
it's just
no
literally a
sleeves.
piece of thing around your back. It just hangs down your back.
And what does it give you?
Oh, they give you bonuses and stuff. Like they give you strength, not strength, no, defense bonuses or attack bonuses. Or if you're using ancient magic, then you get more bonuses. There's all sorts of things attached to them. Traits they have attached to them. But what's really cool is I was talking about Kinsman last night. They thought about everything in this game because the fast travel's from anywhere. You don't have to go somewhere to fast travel. You just go. You get a mission. The mission comes up. You press Y. The map goes to where the mission is. You find the nearest flute, and then you jump to that mission. You start the mission. Whereas a lot of games will force you to go to a fast travel point, and then you can travel, and it's just real painful.
Yeah.
So it just makes it really easy. Because then you can go, oh, I've already got all, that's why I'm doing all these flutes, because I'm like, oh, if I get all the fast travel points, I can then just go crazy and leap around everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And also the outfits, you can, anything you pick up, you can then wear, even if you change it, so that or you can look how you want to look. So you don't look like a clown, which is really nice. So
that's cool.
Then once you picked it up, you've got it. And you can sell the gear, and you can still wear it. Which is also really cool as well. Like it's little things like that. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a kind of cool thing to do though, because then you can just have a look that you like and you just stick with it. You don't have to be messed up with going, oh, but I want to upgrade my cape, but the cape doesn't suit my trousers. What do I do? Like, it's that sort of those sorts of problems that you get.
You never turn into a Destiny clown.
Exactly. Yeah, the Destiny clown. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So yesterday I spent another 3 or 4 hours playing last night. It probably was actually, and it was another little area, and I literally went and I was just going on a mission to pop balloons on my, because there's a whole bunch of ways of upgrading your gear. One of them is to fly around on your broom, popping balloons, and then when you've done that, you get a different spell. So I was just doing that, and up going on this mad mission of going, oh, there's a flue over there, going towards it, finding goblin, like loads and loads of goblin camps, and you get bonuses for killing like 100 goblins. You get like a bonus, like bonus gear or bonus different broom handles and all the sort of stuff. So the incentive is to go and kill the 100 goblins, because then you get something new to wear in your collections, as they call them.
And what is the main story of the game? Because from what I've seen, you are a wizard and you just attack poor goblins.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing it like at the moment. I'm leveling up because I got concerned my level was getting too close to the mission levels, because I like to be 5 levels above what I'm supposed to be, just so I have a bit of space and it's not really ridiculous. Like when I took this troll out who's 5 levels higher than me, it was ridiculously hard. Like I thought I'd lost it at one point, but somehow his damage didn't really hurt me enough to kill me. So that was quite lucky. But so I got to level, I think I was doing level 12 stuff, and I was at level 15 at the time. And I was just concerned it was getting a bit hard, so I thought, right, I'm just going to do everything around it now. But the actual mission is, so you are they've kind of done, so normally what you do is you start on year 10, which is the first year of school, high school. And then you get trained, and then by year 5, whatever it is, you do your owls, which is your, what are they called? They're basically your exams. I can't remember what they stand for now, but it's like wizard exams, basically, called owls. So what they do is they start you on the last year, so you're kind of older. You're not like playing a kid. You're playing like a teen, an older teen, which is quite nice. But you've got this ancient magic thing that no one else has got. So you're some sort of special kid.
Always.
That's been plucked up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it gives you access to all this stuff that you would never have access to normally, like all these extra magical stuff that you can do, the extra spells and stuff like that. And you can see magic or something, which is another thing. I don't know exactly what the mission is yet, other than the fact the goblins have taken over. Only in Hogwarts, you have all the goblins that run the bank there. Gringotts. Does it mean anything to you? So what's happened is that they've got taken over. Yeah, so you got nothing on this. This is insane how you know nothing about these. But yeah, so the goblins, basically, there's an evil goblin that's taken over. And he seems he's fighting with the Dark Wizards, which is like the Voldemort guys, his team. So the goblins, the Dark Wizards have teamed up, and you're trying to work out why they teamed up. So that's all I know so far. I haven't gone that far in the story. All I know is those 2 guys have teamed up and causing trouble. And there's one guy called Ragnarok or something, who's like the head goblin guy who's causing lots of trouble. And he's super powerful, and he shouldn't be as powerful as he is. And then you're trying to work out why he's so powerful. And you're working with this guy called Professor Fig, who knows more than he's saying. But he helped you get to Hogwarts. He like found you, went, okay, we'll get to Hogwarts. Yeah. But that's as far as I've got. And I've got to a point now where I'm going to go to this tower and meet Professor Fig. And the tower is at the very, very top, which is why I decided to take out all the area and clean it all up and kind of do all the, all the flue points and take out some of the stuff up there just to be more powerful. That's as far as I've got.
I had a thought.
Okay.
And hopefully it's not going to upset all the people that tune in each week just to hear about Harry Potter. But how incredible would it be to grab all the greatest elements of this new Hogwarts game and create a Star Wars game where you're playing a teenage Padawan?
Yeah, get trained up. Yeah, learn up everything as you go. You
How cool
you
would that
kind
be?
of do that bit in Jedi Order, because you keep getting flashbacks, don't you?
You do, but I was thinking it's not an RPG though. Fallen Order is very linear. You've got a story
Yes,
that you
that's right.
finish.
Yeah, it's super linear. Yeah,
Yeah, but I was thinking something more like an RPG.
yeah.
You've
Open
got
world.
quests, and you choose what avenue you want to be really good at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, just
So there is a Star Wars Online one that came out years ago. I used to play it, and it was set like 3,000 years before Luke and Leia and all those guys.
Knights of the Old Republic.
There you go. Online, I played that for quite a lot, and that's quite cool because you can literally play how you want to play. But it's very much you play on a mouse and keyboard. You press 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Like that's how you fight. Like it's that sort of. It's all what do you call it? Shortcut keys.
Yeah, it's World of Warcraft, but Jedi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I really enjoyed it. I had
Oh,
a
lots
Sith
of
guy.
fun.
I had a Sith guy, and I was running with my Sith guy. And I probably, if I logged
Same.
in now, he's probably still there. He's quite cool.
Yeah, and it's gone free to play now, so you can log in and just
Oh,
run
okay.
around with your Sith car.
It was kind of free to play, but then they'd bring out an update which you had to pay for, and then it would go free to play it. But if you wanted to play certain
if you
areas,
want-
you have to pay, I think. But it was free to play to a point, wasn't it?
Well, you had to buy the game initially, and then they wanted a subscription, and then they just realized that there wasn't enough people, so then it went free to play with you buy the expansions,
Yes.
and then you
Yeah,
spend
yeah.
money in game to kind of get rid
It's
of the
cool.
in-game
I don't remember
advertising.
spending huge amounts of money playing it. I think it was.
No.
I spent
It was
hours
lots of
playing
fun.
it. It was good lunchtime. I used to work on my own in office, and lunchtime I just played that. I also played the Lord of the Rings online one as well, which is the same sort of thing. You play on playing through the story, but it's really
Yeah,
cool.
when we
isn't
worked
it?
together, I remember you sitting there playing Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
played it for
"Break,
hours. It's real fun.
you're a dwarf."
That's right.
Oh, so funny.
Yeah.
I will just say for the audio listeners that my Star Wars idea, the chat loves the idea.
They do. Yeah, it will be a good game.
Oh,
This
that
is
would
going to be
a
made
good
as a
game.
TV program. They've just sold the rights to made it a TV program, which is
Okay,
quite
so
cool as well.
The story for the TV program is going to be the goblins are taking over the bank.
No, the goblins are working with the dark elves, and there's one super powerful goblin, but no one knows why he's super powerful. He shouldn't be super powerful, but he is. He's using ancient magic, and he's not allowed to, really. Like, goblins don't use that sort of magic. So there's something happened to this goblin. He's been taken over. He's been kind of used. There's something kind of weird happening with him. That seems to be the
Is it
story.
Voldemort?
Yes.
Disguised as a troll.
Yeah.
Typical.
There's some quite cool stuff. So as you're playing the game, as you do the main missions, it opens up more stuff for you to be able to do as well. I can't think what it was now. There was something I can't do yet. Oh, there's locks everywhere. There's all these locks everywhere, and I can't open
Okay.
them. But you have to progress the story to open these locks.
Metroidvania.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I guess so. Yeah. It's just like hidden areas you can get into.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's funny things like there's these chests with eyes on, and every time you go near them, they look at you, obviously, because they've got eyes on. You're like, okay, that's really annoying. I was talking to Kinsman last night. I said, what's with the chest with eyes? He said, can you make yourself invisible yet? I said, yeah. He said, make yourself invisible, and then you can open the chest. I was like, that's so simple, but I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, that's really obvious.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so it's little things like that. There's all these puzzles out there which you kind of look at going, I have no idea what this is. And then when you should work it out, you go, oh, that's really obvious.
Yep.
So it's really cool. There's all these different puzzles, but they're all kind of, oh, that's obviously you do that. Like another one yesterday I got stuck with. These stupid, they were like what do you call them? Rock post things with a hole in
Yeah.
some purple stuff in there. And I'm like, what do we do? So I shot them, nothing happened. And I said, Kinsman, this has been bugging me. I've tried everything I can think of for these stupid posts. He says, have a look around. Are there any fireflies? I was like, yeah, I see some fireflies. He says, go and get your wand out, make it lit. The fireflies follow you, walk to the post, and they go in there. I was like,
cool.
oh, that's really dumb. But there's 3 of us. You get it real quick. Like if you do, it's like a trial. Merlin's trial is what it's called. So you do this. You go there, pick up the fireflies. You do it real fast. Pick all 3 of them up. You go, oh, that's really obvious. But it's like stuff like that. You kind of go, oh, that's really cool.
That is neat.
Yeah, there's lots of those things. These chests these cupboards that you open, and you find there's a flying butterfly thing that you follow, and once it gets to the chest, it sits on the chest. Then you've got to hit it as it goes past the lock. So it's just cool. It's just really good. There's so many little things in this game. It makes it really good to play.
It's clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't
pretty
need to
fun.
know Harry Potter. It doesn't matter about Harry Potter. Like, you know nothing about Hogwarts and you can play it. I think it's a good game. It's a solid game.
And you can just be a wizard.
Just be a wizard, Harry. No, you're a wizard, Harry. That's the saying. You're a wizard, Harry.
Harry.
Harry. That'd be fantastic. Okay,
I worked. Sorry, Kyle. I used to work with a guy called Ari. Spelled A-R-Y.
Harry.
Ari. Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
like an interesting game, and the RPG elements are definitely piquing my interest.
Yeah. And you get to wear different hats.
And you get to wear different
Yeah,
and
and
different clothes.
earn special hats, eh?
Right, own special hats. Yeah, fighting trolls in a hat. Because I had no idea, because I was wearing this really funny looking hat. And Kingsman was like, that's a cool hat, but there's a better one that was very similar to that, but it's a troll hat. I was like, I need that hat. That sounds really cool. And what was funny, actually, this was interesting. So I did the troll thing, and then at the end of it, it said, what should we call you? Like, because we're going to make like a head statue for you for killing the troll. They were really chuffed this village. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. So it was like the Destroyer, the Vanquisher, or the something else. This Whisperer, that was the choices. I went for Vanquisher.
Yeah.
Nice. Then I went and talked to someone else who had another mission. He says, oh, you must be, what's my name? Percy. What have I called myself? I've got a really weird name, actually, which was randomly generated by the Harry Potter website. I just hit random until I got one. But he called me, you must be the Vanquisher. I was like, that's so funny. So they've actually gone and, you did this mission first. Now you talk to this guy. He calls you the Vanquisher.
Oh, nice.
I thought that was a nice touch. I'd never noticed that before. Yeah.
Man. Oh, that's very cool.
Really cool. I'm called Winston Vixen.
Oh, that's so British.
Suitably, Harry Potter. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Winston.
It was a generator thing. I just kept hitting generate on this website, and I just get generate. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Do that one.
Winston.
Where's the
Vixen.
website?
Oh, you just Google Harry Potter name generator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I told you last week about me going to the website and actually filling in questions and then choosing what house I was in. Yeah, so it's
Is that the same thing, or is that affiliated with the game?
No, that's affiliated to the game because that links to the game. So when you load the game up, it comes up with like a QR code. You love it as a QR code, and then you go onto the website, log in with your details, and when you finish, you scan the QR code and it passes it over to the Xbox and goes, "Oh, you've logged in as your account," and all the answers you answered go to the game. So when you get the choosing hat thing, what it was called, the sorting hat, he says, Slytherin. Or he does like a conversation, says what Slytherin are about, and then says Slytherin, and you can still choose a different house. But I was like, no, I picked house, that's cool. And then when you go and get your wand, it's the same thing. He tries out like 3 different wands, and then gives you the one that you picked previously on the website.
Oh, man.
Cool.
But does
Send us the link to the website.
Yeah, it's like, no, sure, I'll send it through.
I want to see what house I want to be in.
Yes,
and,
answer the question.
I want to see what wand they decide to give me. Hopefully it's the biggest one, or the one with an axe on the end of it.
That's right. I'd just like an axe, please.
Just an axe or a sword would be good.
Yes.
Knowing Kyle, he's going to be part of House Badger.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like a badger.
Whatever.
Don't know where that came from.
I don't think there is a badger house.
There is.
The one you call Hugglepuff.
Hugglepuff, yeah. It's not actually Hugglepuff.
What is it?
Hufflepuff.
Oh, it's the same thing. Hugglepuff, Huffle.
I don't know if you said that to
Wuggle.
someone. They might turn you into a frog if you said that to them. I don't know if they'll be happy about this.
I don't know.
They'd probably laugh.
The Hugglepuffs seem very calm and collected. So they
Hufflepuff.
Huffle. Huffle's not a real word.
So
Neither is
Huggle, my love.
No, but Huggle, I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Huggle is a real word. I base this on absolutely nothing. I'll ask Chat GPT.
Huggle. That's what they do in rugby.
That's right.
They do a couple of Huggles.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's what the All Blacks do before the games. They do a Huggle.
Huggle, yes.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. Play it. It's great. It's
Yes, I'm gonna wait for it
Kingsman's
to
game
come
of the year.
special.
Kingsman's game of the year.
Already?
I know, and it's only
He's like,
February.
what else is going to come out that's going to be this good? He said. And I was like,
Interesting. Okay.
it's pretty true, actually. I don't think much is going to come out. Starfield will come out, but it'll be a bit like, it's a drag after a while. But this just seems quite interesting.
I
Still.
don't know. I've got high hopes for Starfield.
I know you have, but we'll see.
It's going to be way too good. Diablo 4, that's going to be even better.
It's going to be very good. We're really dragging this episode out. And don't forget, we have a
Oh,
question.
that's true. When you actually talk about, what, 3 games, haven't we? That's so funny.
Yes, we
That's
have.
right.
It's because I've only got 1 game, so I have to talk
I know.
more.
I know.
I feel like I have to expand on my game.
Don't worry. We got you.
Got you, boo. So back to Simone.
Yes, the cheese. Okay. Right. Continued a bit with Pentiment. So, as you may recall, there's been a murder. I'm trying to figure out who did it. The guy that's been accused is an old, rickety man who wouldn't be able to hurt a fly even if he tried. So I got invited to join a knitting session. No, it wasn't knitting. It was a spinning session.
Oh, like making woven sheep stuff into, yeah.
That's right. Yes, not the bicycle spinning.
Yes.
The old-fashioned spinning.
With a spinning wheel.
So that's right. By a bunch of women. Now, women are gossips, so prime opportunity to hear what's going on. You come along and you meet the husband, and the husband's like, well, you're an unmarried man, and there's a bunch of unmarried women in there, so you're not allowed in the house, but you can stand outside the window and chat to the women. Okay, so good fun. That's fine. I'm partly betrothed anyway, so
partly.
That's right. So let's keep our, what is it? Our honor? Is that what they called it?
Yeah, it's your honor. Yeah, women's honor.
Or reputation intact. Through the whole sequence, and this is the interesting thing about Pentiment, is you have a lot of questions you want to ask, but you don't have time to ask them all. So you have to choose what's most important to you. So I have about 5 different avenues I could take, but I only had time to ask 2.
Mm-hmm.
Pressure.
And what's good fun is as you progress through your question, when it comes time to ask the next question, you have a little mini game. It's not really a game, but you do learn how to spin wool.
Oh, cool.
So I don't know, it's like 3 times left trigger to do the pulling.
Oh, yeah, just
and then
out,
2 times right trigger to do the round. And so you pull 2, 3, and then you go around. And I'm not going through with an achievement guide, but there is an achievement to do 3 of the pulling and the rounding off successfully 3 times within 60 seconds or something. So yay me! I'm really good at spinning now, even though I'm a boy. I know.
Oh, even boys can spin too.
Even boys can spin. So
another podcast name.
So yeah, that's it really. I think I played for 20 minutes. That was a long sequence. In these long sequences, you can't quit the game, otherwise you'll actually lose your progress. So I think I was training. Oh no, I was in bed actually. It was before bed, before I knocked off for the night, and by that I mean went to sleep.
It sounds like life at work, working at life, knocked off into life.
I had to. Oh, you made me lose my train of thought. I was learning spinning. I learned how to do the spinning. I asked my 2 questions. I got my 2 answers, and then I went to bed.
Nice.
Are you making progress, do you feel? Or is it just taking a while? Do you feel like it's moving quite quickly, the game? Or?
So far, I've reached a conclusion for one of the stories. So I was suspicious about this bald guy that was a bit macho, but I respected him. And he was being sus. But I found out that he's all good. He's just mourning he was mourning his wife and he was mourning his daughter and unborn child that died a year or so ago.
Oh, okay.
So you find out why he was being sus.
Yeah.
So he's off the hook.
He's mostly sad then.
He's just sad. Sad and grumpy though. So when you start asking questions, he just gets grumpy.
Fair.
Which makes him even more sus.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's nice. So I have a conclusion to that. I'm still struggling to remember what's happening in the story. in between plays, but that's my own fault for not playing often enough, I think. Yeah, but I haven't finished the first act yet, and I believe there's 3.
Okay, so it's a bit of a longer game.
It is a longer game. I'm also taking a long time to get through it, so I'd say 20 minutes, 20 more minutes, and I'd be finished the first act.
Okay.
I'm nearly there.
And then what happens after the first act? Do you know?
The second act starts.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that at the end of at the end of Act 1, I think if there's certain things you haven't explored, now it's too late.
Ah, yep.
So you really do have to pick what you want to pursue.
Yep.
I'm at the point now. It's just before bedtime. I'm pretty sure I'm at the end of Act 1, and I have the opportunity to sneak into the nun's library.
Ooh, sneaky.
Yeah. And I'm struggling with it because normally I like to play the goody two-shoes. But you can't investigate a murder if you're being a goody two-shoes because you have to upset people by asking them questions. So I'm kind of struggling with that a little bit. And if I don't sneak into the library, I think I've kind of not locked myself out of the rest of the game in some ways if I don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, we all know that you have to sneak into the library now.
Yeah, well, the nuns don't know, so don't tell them.
No, don't tell those guys. Yeah.
Yeah. If they ask any questions, just remember you know none thing.
Oh, Carl, you're lucky we have so many pun lovers in our community.
Just not on the podcast.
Just not here.
There's a groan. There was an actual groan and a wow and a groan from the crowd. Wow.
I heard the groan. I think even the other guys here in Australia heard your groan.
Just wow.
Our next door neighbours, I just heard them.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, no, I heard your mom groan as well, even though she can't hear the pun. Yep, she's nodding.
That's the best fun.
Wow, we should move on quickly, Carl. Let's not dwell on that. So you've got another game.
Yes, one more game. So City Skylines, as promised last week in new news, it had an update. And
HDs.
I jumped into it and played it. And this update is nice. Everything is 60 FPS and 4K smoothness. It's very, very cool. There's not much to say about City Skylines apart from it's a city builder. You build cities. You make your city look very pretty. The controls are not the best, I will say.
That's interesting. Because this is the second version of it, isn't it? You'd imagine they'd fix it right now with the console.
This is the second console version. The Steam version's very nice.
Yeah, the Steam version's a lot better than the Windows version and the Xbox version, I must say.
Yes.
Gives you a lot more control over everything. Gives you just a bit of a nicer interface.
Yep.
The Xbox version is almost too bubbly in terms of its UI. It's too
because they're thinking it's on a big TV, so you need to see it better.
Yeah.
Yes. So the buttons are big.
Yeah, buttons are big. The screen, the menu when you're trying to build a road takes up half the screen of deciding your road. So it's really not. No one sat down behind City Skylines and said, gamers aren't sitting 25 meters away from their TV. They're sitting a little bit closer. Let's actually get the UI a little bit more refined, less 720p-ish and more 4K-ish, if you know what I mean. But other than that, it's very nice and smooth. The graphics are fantastic, and it's a good cities builder. It's a good way to spend a couple hours, and there's a lot of achievements you can get really quickly. But in saying that, the game does have 2,400 gamer score if you are an achievement hunter.
Is that including all the DLC and stuff, is it? Or is that just base?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That includes the DLC.
Okay.
It's I would say that the achievements are spaced out quite nicely. There are some easy ones in there, and then there's a little bit of a lull in between, and the next one I have to get is to unlock monuments, which will take some time. And then the achievements are very rewarding, though. You have to actually try. I was achievement hunting on Sunday, actually, in cities,
Ooh.
to try and make 50 transport lines. And that was quite neat because that involved me creating a bus station and a bus depot, which I hadn't ever done and didn't plan to. But now I know how it works and it's actually quite neat. I didn't get the achievement. I ran out of time. People, I had to be social. But
What?
the achievements encourage you to try different of the game, which you wouldn't normally care about that all that much. Buses are neat though.
Buses are neat.
Yeah, you can not only can you plan their route, you can also plan where they stop
Okay.
and then continue on and then loop back. You can plan each stop.
So there's 111 achievements in this. One person has completed this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
The remastered version.
Yep.
Man, they must have spent all weekend playing since it came out.
I
Yeah.
wonder if the achievements are retrospective.
15th of February, yeah, it's in just about a week. It's been out
The
for 13
achievements
days. Come on, that's plenty of time.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time. Yeah, no, the achievements didn't ping back for my one, and in fact, I had the Xbox One and the remastered version installed side by side.
Yeah, no, they're not the same. They're different games. They've got two
Yeah, I believe
different
that they're-
achievement lists. Or,
Yeah, completely different achievement list for them, which is a bit of a pity because it's remastered. You'd expect it to just upgrade the Xbox One version.
Yes. I'm suspicious about that.
oh, well, it's on two achievements as two separate options.
Yeah, but you'd never played it on console before.
No, but I played the Windows version, which carries across to console.
To Xbox One.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
But it didn't carry across.
No. So now I have two city skylines attached to my gamer tag.
I see.
People must think I really enjoy city skylines. But-
Okay.
I must say, with this game, having a look at what the expansions and the DLC give you, like green cities
Mhm.
and the sporting city and the stuff like public transport and the trains and the trams and all that,
Mhm.
you really, really, if you're into your city building, the DLC calls you so much. It's like, please buy me. It just looks fantastic. I've looked at a couple of DLCs going, oh, this will be really nice to build, to have a city that's, 100% renewable and green and
Yeah.
got trams everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you know what? So there's Snowfall. One of them is natural
Snowfall.
disasters.
Snowfall's one of the early DLCs.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Snowfall's the first one.
First one's at the very top of the list, I guess. Natural disasters, mass transit,
That's the one I want.
It's the one we all wanted.
park life,
Yep. Park life.
green cities. That's what you're talking about. It's only got 4 achievements in green cities.
I really want green cities as well. That looks really
Park
cool.
life, industries, campus. Oh, that's cool.
The campus will be lots of fun.
Sunset
Yeah.
Harbour, airports. Oh, that's it.
Ah, I want airports.
There's actually more achievements on the original version. There's 119 on the original version compared to 111. So they are different games,
Right.
unless that's a DLC thing as well.
Yeah. There's so many DLCs. It's
Oh,
really
there's way
cool.
more on the other version. There's plazas, promenades, there's financial districts,
Yeah.
there's airports. Yeah, okay, so there's 2 more DLCs on the other one.
But it's interesting because when you boot up the remastered game, it gives you the list of all the DLC you can purchase. And this list, it's 3 icons across, and it just goes down for ages. It must be about 21 or something different DLCs you can purchase. So I think
It says 9
the
here.
Xbox One DLCs can unlock in the remastered version.
It says there's 9 the DLC packs on the remastered, and there's 15 on the original one, I guess you call it.
Oh man, I must have a look. Have a look at the menu. I'll take a photo and put it into the Discord because it's amazing. There's just a lot, so many DLCs for it. And if you like your city builders, like I said, it's an absolute godsend having city skylines on the Xbox in 60, 4K, FPS, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Looks fantastic. But yeah, I do wish. I mean, I know you could go into the accessibilities and you can reduce the menu, but I wish that they had thought about it before and stopped thinking of the game as running as 720p with this gigantic menu at the bottom that takes up half the screen when you open up anything.
So cool. It's only 6 gig as well. The
It's,
original
yeah,
one.
very
I don't know how
small.
big the 4K version is, but the original is only 6 gig. It's really dinky.
Yeah, the remastered one was really quick, downloaded super fast, so it must be really small as well. So yeah, really cool game. I'm glad to see it on the Xbox. I hope they continue iterating and improving it, getting the UI a lot better, getting the controls, just tightening up the controls a bit, because they are a bit funky and a bit weird the way you navigate through the world. So that is a bit of a pity.
Yeah.
But they've got time, and they put out a lot of updates for the Xbox One version, if I remember correctly. So I have hope that the remastered version is going to get it just as much love. Well, we wait and see, I suppose.
It's 14 gig, the 4K version.
Yeah, it's probably just 4K textures, actually.
That's all it'll be.
And an unlocked frame rate.
Yep.
They did.
Be
Good
interesting
job,
to see what
Paradox.
it looks like on the xCloud as well.
Yeah, that'll be cool. So I think that's us. That's all our games, is that?
Yeah, that's it. It's a very low amount of
Yes.
games. We did manage to talk for an hour and a half about hardly any games somehow.
About hardly any games. I think we're just super excited. Friendly Feb has come to an end.
And now
We
Murder
have-
March is here.
Yes, we have successfully succeeded in getting ourselves through Friendly Feb, and now on to Murder March, which is going to be hilarious. Before we leave you guys, we're just trying to remind you that we are trying to get our watch hours on YouTube up. We need to hit something like 10,000 hours watched in a certain time frame. I don't know how long it is. YouTube doesn't tell us, but we're trying to get 10,000 hours at least on YouTube. So if you're sitting at work, if you have a computer or a phone that's got free Wi-Fi, put us on. Just put us on in the background. You don't even need to watch us. You don't even need to listen to us. Just put us on and go through, watch all the videos. I mean, if we talk about an hour and a half about a couple games, some of our episodes are probably going for about 10,000 hours.
Yeah, that's actually a quite good point.
So yeah, if every one of you guys just put on a video on the side there, you don't even have to watch us. We'll get to those 10,000 hours by tomorrow. Be nice and quick. Apart from that, you know where to find us by now. We have our website. We have our Discord. We've got a new member in the Discord, Dark 9001. Welcome.
Dark Side in the Discord.
So yeah, good to have a new person. Tell us all about yourself, Dark, when you get a chance. Other than that, where can they find you, Mr. Lee?
I am Lee Howard on the Xbox and on Twitter, and Lee Howard 25 on Twitch. That's it.
And he looks very confused about that.
I was just looking at something that I couldn't work out, so yeah.
And Simone, where can they find you?
I am Jim Bean NZ on Xbox and Twitter.
And you can find me at Zarkreis on Xbox and Twitter. So, without further ado, let's get back to gaming, the last couple hours of Friendly Feb, and we will see you all on Xbox Live. Goodbye and good night.
Maybe
completely
Emily
confused
should,
Emily. She's like, what are we doing? Well, that's right.
maybe Emily should. She's about to do some Final Fantasy raiding, but now would be a great time to stream City Skylines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
while
you
it's
wanted to
fresh.
jump onto City Skylines.
Or jump into Frostpunk for the first time.
Oh, yes, Frostpunk.
Show Carl how to play it.
I think I know how to play Frostpunk.
Pick
I
up
just
some
played
tips.
badly.
Otherwise,
No, I think I'll be.
What was that? That wasn't
what was
me.
that?
Oh, that's
Ah.
Kyle.
Yeah, it's me. Twitch decided to unmute itself, which is great fun.
Okay, yeah, Emily suggested that we find a Frostpunk streamer, which is not a bad idea. Let's see
That is not a bad idea.
Hey,
Let's see what we can find.
Dark Side, what your name is? You need to give yourself roles inside Discord as well, mate. D-Dark 9001.
Be dark. And let's find
Yep.
a Frostpunk streamer.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, we had a whole bunch of people come through, random stuff, then leave again. But there's been like 9's been sat there most of the time,
Yeah.
which is cool. My button's working. I can hear the music. It's all just back to where it was like last year, basically.
Okay, here we go. Hashtag winter sucks. Let me just see if I need to veto.
What about... Yeah, there we go. Winter sucks. Super happy fun times in this winter hellscape.
What about...
Yeah, there we go. Winter.
And hopefully you don't mind VTubers,
Yeah.
because if you do, it really narrows down our choice.
Cheers, Dark.
Why does Chili Dogs hate the music? I think the music is
It wakes
great.
her up.
Well, why? Is
Because
she
you play
sleeping
it too
Disney Plus?
loudly.
Oh, I just play it at a level that she does not appreciate. She's the only one who complains though, because everyone else goes, "Yay!"
It's over finally.
I know. Finally, they stopped talking. That stupid Harry Potter game.
Oh.
Cheers, dude.
Okay.
See you in Discord.
Yeah, catch you later.
Tell us all
Latest
about yourself,
Tony.
Dark.
Yeah, I
Yay.
noticed that we had episode 5 was episode 3 was showing at the top. I was like, oh crap, that's right. I have to change that.
Whoops,
There's always something I forget when starting up.
That's right. Alrighty. Catch you guys later. Enjoy Frostpunk. See if you can pick up some extra tips.
Yes. Teach us how to play.
Catch you later. Good night.
Good night.
Let's.
Carl, you forgot to do question of the week.
Oh, whoops.
That's okay.
Who was the question from?
It was from Logic Dad, whatever his old name used
Oh,
to be.
Isaac.
Isaac.
Remove, so we